Today we're looking at the biggest blockbusters to ever be released on the Netflix platform. These Netflix originals often rival the budgets of even the biggest Hollywood films. Welcome back everyone, Matthew here with CineGold, and today we're going to take a look at the top 10 biggest budget Netflix movies ever released. Let's take a look at number 10.
What the?
Number 10, Army of the Dead, $90 million. This is a zombie heist film where a group of mercenaries travel through a zombie-infested Vegas to retrieve a massive cash stash. So, why was it so expensive? Well, this is a Zack Snyder film, and some directors you just hand them the bag and let them do their thing. A lot of the money went to the visual effects, large-scale action sequences, and a detailed recreation of post-apocalyptic Las Vegas. So, was it worth it? In this case, yes, as Army of the Dead was a solid success for Netflix, getting a lot of views and even getting a prequel movie and an upcoming anime series.
That's either. It's a spaceship. I have to contact them before it's too late.
Number 9, The Midnight Sky, $100 million. This is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi film about a lone scientist in the Arctic who's trying to stop a group of astronauts from returning to Earth after a global catastrophe. This film stars and was directed by George Clooney, who's going to cost a decent chunk of money himself, and the film has some pretty nice special effects that were nominated for an Academy Award. As for whether or not the movie was a success, the answer is yes and no. It was one of the top performing movies on Netflix at the time of its release, but critics and audiences mostly hated it. I personally thought it was a decent movie, but seems doubtful we'll ever see a sequel.
That's it right there. Now take the little homie out LAPD style like you do.
Fairy lives don't matter today.
Number 8, Bright, $106 million. This is an urban fantasy set in an alternate present where humans coexist with mystical creatures. A lot of the money spent on Bright can be chalked up to the big names attached to it, most notably director David Ayer and of course Will Smith. It also had extensive special effects and makeup and big action-packed sequences. Bright was critically a flop, but in terms of viewership it was a massive success, getting a ton of views. Netflix called it one of their most successful movies ever in 2018. It did get a spin-off anime and almost got a sequel, but it was canceled in the fallout from Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 94th Academy Awards.
You cannot go back to your normal life after tonight. You guys need to own the fact that what we're about to do is criminal.
Number 7, Triple Frontier, $115 million. This is an action-adventure film that follows a group of former Special Forces operatives who reunite to plan a heist in South America. Triple Frontier had a star-studded cast taking a big chunk of the budget, including actors Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, and Charlie Hunnam. It also had extensive location shoots in remote areas, complex action sequences, and high-quality production design. Triple Frontier wasn't a huge success for Netflix, but it did manage to be one of the platform's most watched titles for several weeks and got decent critical reviews. So overall, you could call it a modest success for Netflix.
Robert the Bruce is an outlaw.
I serve Robert Bruce. Join us to free our
Number 6, Outlaw King, $120 million. This is a historical drama that tells the story of Robert the Bruce, who leads a guerrilla war to reclaim the Scottish throne from English rule. This is a historical epic, which are always expensive with costs driven by huge battle sequences, detailed period costumes, and sets that recreated 14th century Scotland. Personally, I love this film and wish Netflix would make more big historical epics, but overall reviews for the film were relatively mixed. It did, however, manage to find a significant viewership and got a lot of praise for its epic scale and action sequences, so it seems as if the cost was justified.
Welcome to the world's biggest magnet.
Grenade!
Number 5, 6 Underground, $150 million. This is an action thriller that follows a group of 6 people who fake their deaths to form an elite vigilante squad to take down notorious criminals. 6 Underground is a Michael Bay film, another director known for his big budget films, and this one is no exception. It's got high octane action scenes that use practical effects and on location shoots in multiple countries. It got a lot of critical praise for its action sequences, but not so much for its plot, but it was a huge success success in terms of viewership, becoming one of Netflix's most watched original movies at the time of its release.
Jane, hey, this is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in town. I've been arrested. And, hello?
You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work.
Number 4, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, $150 million. The latest movie on this list, Axel F, is the newest installment of the action comedy franchise about Detective Axel Foley, who returns to Beverly Hills to solve a new case. Like a lot of movies on this list, the expensive cost can be chalked up to a big name, in this case Eddie Murphy, and the elaborate action sequences. It's a little too soon to say whether or not Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F will have been worth the high cost. However, it seems to have been one of the biggest Netflix releases this summer, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a hit.
Only 3 people in the world have one of these. And only one of them is Irish.
No, please. No, please.
Number 3, The Irishman, $159 million. This is a crime epic about a hitman involved with a crime family and his connection to the disappearance of labor leader Jimmy Hoffa. The Irishman was a little different in that a big part of its budget went into de-aging the actors so that they could look like younger versions of themselves. There was also a big director, Martin Scorsese, and big actors, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino. The Irishman was a huge success for Netflix in every way, drawing a huge viewership and also critical acclaim with 10 Academy Award nominations. The Irishman also proved the Netflix platform can support high-quality talent, making the money an investment that definitely paid off.
See? Easy peasy.
Number 2, Red Notice, $200 million. I put Red Notice at number 2 because its budget was anywhere from $150 and $200 million, but not sure of the exact number. Red Notice was an action comedy about an FBI agent who teams up with a renowned art thief to catch an elusive criminal. The film's enormous budget was due to its star-studded cast, high production values, and extensive use of exotic locations around the world. Red Notice was a huge success for Netflix, quickly becoming one of the most watched movies on the platform ever. The combination of star power and high-octane entertainment proved to be a lucrative formula, making the substantial investment very much worthwhile for Netflix.
What do you know about the Sierra program?
Reckless mystery man you guys send in when you can't officially send anyone else.
The Gray Man.
Number 1, The Gray Man, $200 million. This action thriller is about a CIA operative on the run from a sociopathic former colleague after he uncovers agency secrets. The Gray Man had the largest budget of any Netflix movie ever, and that can be attributed to the big action sequences, a global shoot, high-end special effects, a star-studded cast, and big-name directors in the Russo brothers. The Gray Man received mixed reviews from critics, but did quite well in terms of viewership. It quickly became one of the platform's most watched films and also paved the way for a potential franchise. Netflix is planning sequels and spin-offs, indicating that the investment was indeed worthwhile. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. I will see you soon.